And in news coming in from the United States, where hate campaign against Indians is being seen in several states, Democratic Party unit has now targeted the Hindu groups, labeling them as RSS offshoots. It's United States after United Kingdom. So another hate campaign against Indians in the United States. Democratic Party unit in New Jersey town has targeted the Hindu groups to sanction Indians. Now Indian community has fought back against the hate campaign. We have Abhishek, our senior executive editor, joining us live. Abhishek, take us through all those details you're picking up, as well as that billboard campaign that has started in New Jersey.
All right, so we are seeing these pictures, Samiksha, of New Jersey, where a counter campaign is being launched by the Hindu community. And it says that stop bigotry against Hindu community or Hindu Americans. But the backdrop is that about a month back, there was this resolution passed by what is alleged to be a Democratic Party unit in New Jersey. And they had sought action against certain Hindu groups like the Hindu American Foundation, like the Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America and Seva International, which is essentially a Hindu oriented charity. And these groups which are against these Hindu groups had carried out a campaign leading to a resolution which was passed by the Democratic Party unit. And I can see that there is an element of IAMC, which is the India American Muslim Council. And they have been earlier, remember, at the forefront of carrying out campaigns against India, against the Modi government. And just last week, we saw how someone who was accused in the Devas ISRO case, the CEO and MD of Devas, he was bringing out advertisement in the Wall Street Journal, and the platform was allowed to be used, in which he wanted Magnitsky sanctions against India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, among others. So there is, we have been discussing, Samiksha, a strong anti-India sentiment lobby in the United States, and which remains at the forefront of these kind of actions. So we don't know whether the Democrats are aware. Now, for example, this resolution, which is Teaneck Democratic Municipal Committee. So it's a Democratic Party arm or a city unit which is based out of Teaneck town in New Jersey. And this is their resolution number of September 12, which is presented at Teaneck Democratic Municipal Committee General Meeting and unanimously passed. And it says that whereas all people in a democracy and diverse Teaneck community should expect to live without fear and regardless of their race, ethnicity, etc., it goes on to say, allege that these organizations which are named, it talks about Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, his bulldozers, and the bulldozers that were shown at the Independence Day parade in some parts of the United States. They are saying this is a continuum. And these Hindu organizations, the VHP of America, because they invited Yati Narasimhan, and Yati Narasimhan is someone who calls for genocide and sees Abrahamic faiths as a threat to Hindu nationalism, all those things. And then it says that these should be banned. Now, the key part, the usual suspects, Audrey Truschke, IAMC, Drew University, same format. Bring in 50 of these names, make them sign a letter, and then start a campaign. So that's what is happening. We are yet to hear from these groups which are target of this campaign. I believe they have already started with this counter campaign so far as the United States is concerned. I'm told there is somebody joining us over the phone. Ratan Sharda, in fact. Mr. Sharda, this kind of campaign by some people with very strong anti-India sentiments in the United States is not a first. But what is clear is that it's the same set of people. IAMC, Audrey Truschke, someone accused in the Devas scam, they come together and try to launch a concerted campaign against India. They act as pressure groups, and it so happens many times or oftentimes that they are associated in some way or the other with the democratic dispensation. How you are going to respond to this, Ratan Sharda, or how we should be responding from India to this kind of anti-India sentiment and the kind of attraction it gets within the democratic establishment in the United States?
Mr. Kapoor, first of all, this is when the Dismantling Hindutva webinar happened, that was the most blatant display of their hate for Hindus, because even during that particular webinar, some people very clearly said, most of them being from India, that we won't differentiate between Hindu and Hindutva. So this is clearly an anti-Hindu, Hindu-phobic group there, in which there is cooperation between the extreme right Islamists and extreme left urban Naxals and left academicians, which you have seen all through, right from the time of CAA protest, then we had this farmer protest, then we had these cases in USA. Everywhere the same theory, same kind of logic. Now, Audrey, who says that Aurangzeb was a benign ruler and who didn't actually butcher Hindus, what do we expect from her? And Hindus will finally have to speak up. Imagine Hindus' contribution to the American society in terms of their GDP, contribution to the GDP in terms of skilled manpower, in terms of academic excellence, and their very positive, disciplined and integrative approach to the society compared to the people who want to enforce Islamism in various names and various forms. There is no comparison. For these people, and what has happened, the Democrat Party has been taken over slowly by the new left and people who are in fact from the loony fringe of the left. And the Democrat Party is slowly losing its relevance, its mojo. If you remember, Tulsi Gabbard has resigned from Democrat Party. She said, I don't want to fall into this woke idea.